What's up, everybody? Whoa, I got a bunch of missed calls from customers. Okay. All right, guys. Let me see if I can text my customer because I can't call him in the middle of a live stream. Not sure. Not sure why. Give me a second, y'all. I got customers calling me. I'm trying to do a live stream. Yeah, it's a weekday, that's for sure. I have a job today in a little bit, so it gives me a little bit of time in the morning to spend with you guys. So I just want to look at some real estate real quick and kind of catch up with y'all. Let me put this microphone a little bit closer. Oh man, I'm tired. It's so cold over here, y'all. I mean, it's cold. Like, it's really, really cold. So I tell my customers, hey, I'm from Florida until about 12:31. I can't move. It really is cold. Um, all right, it was by accident. So, I feel like crap, guys. I'm sorry. I'm off to a slow start today. This cold weather, whew, something else. There's a house for $45,000 in Clanton. Not bad. Now, Clanton, we did a video there. This town is by far nothing exciting. It's really not. It's a very bland town with just nothing going on, which makes no sense being where it's located. You would think. I need to check out the Sanders Nursery because they have I believe they have bamboos, and I need some bamboo for my yard. They make really nice privacy hedges, really tall, and I believe they're evergreen. Well, anyways, we did a video here in Clanton, and the town is very bland. It's not really fun at all. They do have a Walmart, a Wendy's, Mexican restaurants, Tractor Supply, Saxby's, KFC, Subways, two Jacks. The town does. It even has a Whataburger. So there are things in the town. There's just the people here just kind of like ain't really doing much, pretty much. Regions Bank right in the center of town. We did a video in the downtown, and it was not very glamorous of a site there. It really wasn't. It wasn't very glamorous of a site, pretty much. Is our live stream still going? I don't know if it is. Is it? Let's see here. Huh, I guess it's still working. All right. But anyways, that's not a lot of money for a house, and it is between right in the middle of Montgomery and Birmingham. So crap, you're between two large cities that have some decent activity. I just figured it would be a great little place to live because it's right in the middle of Montgomery and Birmingham. So I figured, crap, good location. But you guys saw that live stream we did from Clanton. It was an absolute ghost town. Not much going on. But anyways, $45,000 if you're looking for affordability. Let's see if it looks inhabitable. I get it, granted, it's not glamorous. It really isn't. But it does look inhabitable. Minus the fact it doesn't have... It does look inhabitable. It looks livable. It's not glamorous by any means, but it is livable. And $45,000 is not a lot of money. Let's see what the neighborhood looks like on this one. That's not a lot of money. And this town, I don't know, could have potential, I guess, being... Did I take my pills this morning? I might have. I'll take it again in case I didn't. I don't remember if I did or not. Probably did. I'm off of one of my pills now. I ran out of one pill. Is it profitable to buy and rent in Alabama, in USA? Yeah, it is profitable, and especially in Alabama because the houses are so cheap. Here in Illinois, if your tenant doesn't pay the rent, you need to go to the court. It takes 3 years to do an eviction, so it's quite risky. No, it's not like that here. No, that's stupid. No, here you can evict people here. With COVID, it's been a little complicated. I think. eh, I think this house might be in a bad neighborhood. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Yeah, it's in a bad neighborhood. And that explains it. This is a bad neighborhood. How do you know it's a bad neighborhood? Well, whatever's going on here. How do you know you're in a bad neighborhood? They posted a no trespassing sign on a house in a residential neighborhood. They have three old couches, whatever that is. Some beer cans on the porch. Yeah, this is a really bad neighborhood. So the reason that house is affordable is because it's in a bad neighborhood. This is a bad neighborhood. You can just tell. And then what are these people doing over here? Are they hanging out? Are they walking around? What's going on here? Just hanging out. Yeah, people hanging around near a stop sign. People hanging out near a stop sign in your neighborhood is never good. There's nothing exciting about a stop sign. So this one's got plywood on the windows. It's got metal bars. No, it's just the way the windows are. Anyways, they put up plywood on the bottom of the windows, and they still busted out the top of the windows. So yeah, this is. Wow, I didn't know they had hoods like that in Clinton. I need to check that out. It looks really hood. I didn't realize it was hood like that over there. I mean, that's a nice little corner hangout right there. Not that because there's a corner hangout don't mean it's bad, but it's usually not a good sign. I mean, if they're just hanging out, talking with family and stuff, it's cool. But if they're drinking and smoking, then that definitely changes everything. The pants on this guy are a little too baggy. Usually people who dress extraordinarily urban. That looks like a beer, so yeah, if people are hanging out drinking beers, it's usually not a good indication for a neighborhood. I didn't know they had hoods over there. This looks actually pretty deep, man. I gotta go check this out. Somebody in the hood always has one of these like old police cars. You know what I mean? It looks like a police car, but it ain't. Yeah, I think they got beer. It looks like a beer in his lap too. So yeah, this is a deep neighborhood. So I can kind of see why the house is worth nothing. I wouldn't buy a house. I don't care how cheap it was. I would never buy a house in a place that's raggedy. See all the garbage on the side of the road? I didn't realize they had hoods like that over there. I gotta go check this out. This is Clanton. And they got some projects over here. I was in Clanton, but I wasn't looking for the hood. I was looking for like the downtown and all. This town is desolate. Yeah, there's a lot of environment in this little city. I gotta go check this out. The barbecue place in Millbrook has prime rib on Saturday. I would like to go. Katie trying to spend my money. Yeah, there's way too many people hanging out in these projects. I mean, a lot of people hanging out. What's this guy doing, rolling a blunt? This is definitely the hood, y'all. Not all projects are the hood. There's actually a lot of decent projects, but I'm gonna guess there's too many people hanging out in these projects. This is definitely a hood. What are these kids up to? Maybe selling some weed? Just kidding, they're too young for that. That was a horrible comment to make. Anyways, not all the projects are bad. A lot of projects are actually pretty decent, you know, but there's way too many hangout spots in this city. It's really, and a lot of beer cans. It's nothing wrong with hangout spots, really, by the way. But when you start to see beer cans everywhere at the hangout spots, yeah, it's definitely a bad sign. So I didn't know they had a hood. I guess it's the southwest corner. We've got to go check this out. This is deep. I'm actually surprised that there's hoods like that out there. Hey, that's where I'm from. For real? Man, it's hood out there. I gotta go check this out, man. They got so many hangout spots. It's not just one. It's like every block has a hangout spot. It's deep out there. Wow. Very hood. This reminds me of like Twig Street in Florida, in Brooksville, or it reminds me of Shapmire in Danone. This is, look at all the beer cans on the floor. See that right there? See those beer cans where you just hang out and throw them on the floor? Yeah, like I said, nothing wrong. See this parking lot right here? See how it's got no grass growing? That's because it's a hangout spot. And they got some firewood to burn. This is a old school hangout spot right here. You see all the grass is all gone. That's because people are always parking their cars there to hang out. So this is definitely very, very deep hangout spots here in Clanton. I didn't know it was like that. Well, that'll explain why this house is $45,000. Don't it? Yeah. So that explains that. Is this on the water? No way. 2-bedroom, 1-bath on the water. 68,000. I think this house, huh? Dude, it's on the water, and it's only $68,000. No way. Excuse me. I mean, it's just a little trailer cabin. It's nothing special. But $68,000 in the water, that's not bad at all. I mean, for a little weekend getaway type of thing. Let's see where it's at. And by the way, the Clanton area is massive. You have the city, which is kind of, well, we just saw that. But then you also got, like, you know, nicer areas on this side. I ran out of one of my medicines ran out, and I am not feeling good. I'm feeling horrible. I'm gonna take a double dosage of this. I don't know if I took it already or not. I'm gonna take one of these. But I took 2 medications, and I ran out of one yesterday. So I don't know if it might have been helping a lot, but whatever the situation, I'm not feeling good right now. I'm feeling really sick. I'm feeling really sick, guys. So it's probably this right here. It's a tiny little property. It's one of these probably right here. Yeah. Probably one of these. Dude, right on Lake Jordan. Oh, it's south of the dam though. I wouldn't want to live south of. I wouldn't want to live south of a dam. No thanks. I'll pass on that one. Nope. You will not catch me south of a dam. So, affordable prices, but when you look a little bit deeper into, you know, why it's affordable, then you're like, yeah, no thanks, I'll pass. But still, somewhere out in the woods out there, I guess, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, brand new house, I guess. Built in 2018, sort of brand new. It's sort of brand new for $180. That's not bad at all. For $180. Let's see what the interior looks like. Granite. You got good quality appliances. That's important. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. There's somebody looking for a new house. Yeah, I think this. Look at this one for $230. Oh, it's in the hood. Yeah, I'll pass on that. What did I just do here? Oh, I clicked on apps. Yep. I'm trying to get some rural properties in Shelton County, like not exactly in Clanton, but like somewhere out in the woods. And nothing to really, everything's showing up as in the city. Contingents. Look at this thing. What? 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 4,000 square foot on an acre. It's a big house. But $400,000. It's got a pool. Those don't come cheap. It's got a pool. Nice kitchen. I love the little thing for the plates up front. That's interesting. Nice kitchen. Kind of outdated, really. I don't know. They make these big houses and then they do all these contemporary styles, which aren't contemporary in the future. And then you look at this house, like, okay, it's $400,000 for a house that's kind of outdated. It's not what people are doing nowadays. It's kind of a tough call. And the bigger the house is, these rooms don't look all that big for being that square footage. It must have a big basement or something there, including the square footage. Nice pool, fenced in. Keep the deer out of it. Even though it's an acre, your neighbors are right there next to you. Got a 2-car garage. At least the neighbors' houses look nice. It's a nice community. I don't know, that's a lot of money. And this is a small little town? Let me check this out. It looks like a really tiny little town. I need to get some banana trees on my property. You don't grow up here. And I got plenty of land. I need to get some banana trees up here. I used to have a lot of banana trees back in Florida. Yeah, it's a... Yeah. There are some big houses in this little town. Let's see what the rest of the town looks like. Let's see where it's at first. North of Clanton. Okay, it's north of Clanton. There's a huge... Is that a paper mill? That's gonna stink. Sometimes they stink, depending on what they're doing with the wood. Either way, it releases chemicals and stuff. There's a trailer mobile home sales center. Wow, there's actually some nice houses in this little town. That's just weird about Alabama. Like, you're running a little town in the middle of nowhere, and they'll actually have, like, legitimately, like, giant houses and with pools and everything. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, what? Like, this little town has a lot of industries. There's nice houses. Yeah, you'll run into like these little towns in the middle of nowhere, and for some reason there'll be a lot of money in some of these little towns, and you're just like, why is there money here? Look, they're all nice houses. That's interesting. Look, the houses have pools and everything. That's very interesting that this little town, it's next to Jemison? I haven't been to this town yet. That's odd. That is quite the oddity right there. La Cordobesa. Is that Mexican? It's a Mexican bakery, I guess. Envíos a Mexico. It's like a little Mexican corner store. Okay, so there might be Mexicans here. Alright. Good morning with blessings. Please, where is this home located? Shelton County, Alabama, in a place called Thorsby. That's what we're looking at now. It's in Shelton County, which is between Montgomery. Well, I guess once you get closer to Birmingham, it's nicer suburbs and stuff. So they got a Piggly Wiggly. So I'm just exploring these, looking for sheep houses, and then kind of getting an idea for what the towns look like. I wish I was on the road. Okay, it's a very just a tiny little town, y'all. Little town. I'm just surprised that there's so many nice houses in that little town, Thorsby. How's it pronounced? I'm not even sure. Thorsby. There's a lot of nice little houses there. Is there a town center? Or no? Let me see. No, there isn't. It's just this is it right here. I mean, there's a school. I guess a school. Oh, I guess this is the town center. There ain't really much to the town. I mean, it's just a little place on the map. This is the town center, I guess. Iglesia de Dios. There's Latinos here, huh? That's odd. Starting to see a lot of Latino businesses out here in Shelton County. I didn't know there was Latinos in Shelton County. Now, Shelton County buds up to my county, but really far away from this spot. So there's a lot of Latinos here, and there's a lot of big houses. It's not what I expected in a little town in Alabama. I'm telling you, it's weird. Iglesia de Dios. So there's Latinos out here. Look at these houses. That's what I don't get. It's like it's a little town in the middle of nowhere, but then they got these giant houses. Where's all that money coming from? You know, there's got to be something in the area that makes money because it's a little town. Look at these houses. My goodness, these are like palaces. And it's just a little town in Alabama. Yeah. Oh, there's money here. These are like big houses. That's interesting. It's called Thorsby. Let's see what else is on the market there. Thorsby, Alabama. Thorsby, Alabama. Just invest, bro. If the properties are cheap but there are not jobs around, it's not a tourist place. Your investment is worthless anyways. Not exactly. American real estate is interesting and complicated. You will be surprised, and this is contingent, this is contingent, this is contingent, this is contingent. So, not only is there, see how fast everything's contingent? That's contingent. This one isn't, but it's a trailer. There's something going on in this little town. It's just about every house in this town. Just about every house in this town is contingent. There's big giant houses. We gotta go check this town out. There's something going on in this little town that is interesting. There's money in this little town for some reason. There's this company here, but how many people could a wood company employ? I guess a lot. Maybe there's just a lot of semi-truck drivers or something. Who knows? Who knows, really? There's got to be something in this area that attracts money because people don't realize how much money farming makes. These are the Mexicans right here. These are going to be the workers. I mean, and you get it. If you got farming in the area, you're going to need labor. So these are going to be Latinos here. These are going to be like, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe there's just poor whites. But anyways, if you got farming, you need to have poor people around to do the farming. Yeah, there's actual farming going on here. You can see the fields and everything. Oh, snap! That's hilarious. This is an old car next to a trailer in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, there's farming going on here. That's where there's money. There's real farmers here. These are like real farmers. People don't realize how much money is made in agriculture. There's a lot of money made in agriculture. I mean, you might see, like, I have people come on my channel making fun of cotton pickers. Yeah, what you don't realize about cotton pickers is they have houses. Big house. There's a lot of money in agriculture. And people just laugh at, they'll laugh at farmers, and they don't realize that, yeah, those farmers got a lot of money. And a lot of times, it's cash money. Like, like they'll build a house this big with a pool around it with cash money and not have to pull permits. They built it so they didn't have to pay contractors. It's all cash money. Like, that's what people don't get about Alabama. Like, they think it's all, statistically Alabama is a poor state. I'm like, yeah, but if you live in a $400,000 house, you built yourself with cash money, you're not exactly poor. You might be poor on paper, but in reality, you ain't. There's money in this. There's something in this area, this industry, farming going on. Maybe it's just a hard-working little town. Maybe that's the people there actually want to work, and boom, they're making their lives better. There's definitely something going on in this town because you can tell there's money there. The nearest big city to that would be Prattville. Let's see here. I guess Prattville would be the biggest near city. But look how close you're also right outside of Birmingham. That's the other thing. Look, Calera, Montebello. This is already the suburbs. All these are already suburbs of Birmingham. So these are all Underwood, Alabaster. These are all nice suburbs of. I need to explore this whole area better. I've driven through it a lot, but I haven't explored it. Helena, Pelham, Alabaster, Saginaw, Underwood, Montebello, Calera. These are all suburbs of Birmingham. So it's right outside the suburbs of Birmingham. You know? It's just a little. Well, I guess you could commute from there into Birmingham. Why couldn't you? You know? I guess it could just be people commuting into Birmingham. It very well could be that people here are commuting into Birmingham because it's not that far. I mean, Thorsby, let's say Thorsby to Hoover, Alabama. I'm sure it's a 45-minute drive at most. So I'm sure they could probably commute into Birmingham. Yeah, sure enough, 45 minutes to Birmingham. 45 minutes to the center of the suburbs in Birmingham. So definitely from there you could commute into yeah, you could definitely commute. Actually, if you're in this area up here, you could definitely commute into Birmingham. So that's why these people might just be able to commute into Birmingham. I mean, these are big houses in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you're like, dude, this is quite literally the middle of nowhere. And you look at all these big houses and you're like, yep. I mean, look, for these people, it's probably a 40, 35-minute commute into Birmingham. That's probably why there's so much money out here. Because I'm looking at these towns, I'm like, dude, this is the middle of nowhere. And there's all these big new houses in all directions. You know, they're building one right here, and you're like, yo. And everything on the market's contingent out there, except for the trailer. Who wants to live in a trailer? I don't. Farming is essential for domestic and export. Maybe Google or Amazon will be cloned by the Chinese someday and California will be dead, but farming will always be needed. Yeah, farming is farming. And people don't realize, I got a lot of people come on my channel and they'll make fun of people who, oh, it's just a bunch of cotton farmers in Alabama. I'm like, yes. Do you know how much cotton farmers make? These aren't exactly, it's just a stupid comment. You know, like, people say stuff like, people in Alabama are picking cotton. I'm like, yeah, with a $300,000 piece of equipment. Do you think you're going to put a $300,000 piece of equipment out? I mean, what's a cotton thing worth? I don't know what it's worth. Let's find out. I'm sure they're at least $300,000. Cotton picking tractor. I've had at least 4 people this week. Cotton harvesting machine. That's what it's called. Cotton harvesting machine. Okay, so price. So you got people. Okay, you got people who say stuff like, people are picking cotton in Alabama. Okay, $600,000. Do you think you're gonna put a $600,000 piece of equipment on your land if you ain't making millions? Probably. Yeah. That's what people like don't get. Like, they just see, like, they have a really, people don't understand Alabama. They really don't. You know. Let's see what John Deere Asia. Let's see one of these cotton pickers. See what they're worth. They don't even tell you the price. But I can guarantee you see these things all the time out here. They don't even tell you the price, so go figure. Yeah, that's what people don't get. Like, they'll just, oh, people are picking cotton in Alabama. Yeah, they are. Do you know how much money a cotton... You can't even get a price on these things. When you can't get a price on them, that's because they're expensive. I mean, I don't even know where you'd buy one. Maybe on Amazon? Shopping. Let's go shopping. There might be somebody just selling one. This thing's $80,000, but that's not even the real machine. I don't think you can buy this on Amazon. Let's put in $100,000. I don't think you can actually buy this on the internet, but let's just give it a try. Let's give it a try. I don't even think you can buy these things. I mean, this is one piece of equipment, and it's $76,000. That's not even the tractor. I don't know what it would cost. I'm gonna guess at least $300,000. Is a cotton picker a combine? How much is it? Yeah, okay. $700,000. We import wheat from the United States. Yeah, the United States produces a lot. Italian pasta produced in Italy is made from 50% U.S. or Canadian wheat. Yep. $700,000, guys. Okay, so you're telling me when you hear somebody say they're picking cotton in Alabama? Yeah, they're picking cotton in a $700,000 piece of equipment. 600,000. Here's a 400,000 one. They depreciate a lot, which lets you know they're making money. I mean, this one's got 700 hours on it, and it's still worth $700,000. So, yeah, people just don't get it. They don't get it. It's in Foley, Alabama. Yeah, $700,000 piece of equipment. That is insane. That is a serious, and I'm sure the maintenance on this thing, you probably got to take it into a dealer, or have the dealer probably has to go to the farm. I mean, the maintenance on these things, I'm sure every aspect of it is computerized. Yeah. See, it makes the bales right in there. It makes the bales itself. I mean, that'll make a giant bale of cotton. It'll sip right through it, and and it's got, I don't know what a bale. What do you get paid for a bale of cotton? Let's try and find out. What does a bale of cotton cost? Who knows what they get paid for that? Sadly, technology is going to take jobs away from farmers too. Oh yeah. As of today, cotton is trading for 75 cents a pound. That's not bad at all. A bale of upland cotton costs $360. Okay. $360 a bale. So 3 bales is what a semi truck carries is worth $1,000. But does that include the shipping? Because shipping it is, you need a semi truck. So let's assume you'll make, let's say there's 150 for the semi truck to transport it, which might be on the low end of that, but let's just call it that. You're still making 900 for 3 bales. And how many pounds of a bale of cotton? Let's say they're 500 pounds. How many bales of cotton do you get per acre? So each acre, the U.S. average yield for upland cotton was estimated at 800 pounds per acre, up from, so harvest area at 10 million acres up to 2016. So they have better strains of cotton now. They perfected the strain of cotton to where they can get 850 pounds per acre. So if you got 20 acres, you're making $20,000 a year. There's got to be more to that equation. So they're probably renting them. Like, it's probably somebody who has a machine, and then he rents it out. Who knows? 60 cents a pound. That's not bad at all. Sadly, yeah, I don't know. I mean, but there's money in it. I mean, there's definitely money in it. And I'm going to guess that whoever has that big equipment probably just rents it out to farmers. So be like, okay, I'll bale your cotton up for you for whatever. I don't know how they do it, but there's got to be you'd have to have 100 acres to make. 20 acres will make you 20,000. And who knows how much of that is cash money too that's moving around. I'm not sure, but it would make sense that, let's see here. So you could probably get, let's say let's just throw these numbers around. Say you're getting $1,000 an acre, just to make the math simple. These are saying they're $500 a bale, and 1 bale per acre. So let's call it really 1 bale per acre. Bales per acre of cotton. With a projected, here's an article about that. But again, now they're getting stronger strains of cotton. So let's see here. Over the past 3 weeks, we have examined the costs and returns of corn, soybeans. The most widely grown in the United States has not been pretty. Corn. Okay, this week we turn our attention to cotton, which was planted on 10 million acres in the United States. 800 pounds per acre, 12 pounds more than a year earlier. So, yeah, they got better strains now. So what they do is, they look for the better strain, so they're able to increase their yield. The yield of cotton was, wow, 1,300 pounds per acre. So they're actually getting more than that. Okay. 1,400. That's a whole lot more. The reduction was delayed by a decrease in fertilization costs, fuel lube. Okay, so fuel's down by like right now fuel's down, so that makes the profit for. What's up, Katie? What's up, Katie? I gotta get ready for work in a little bit. So, anyways, basically, the cost of operation is down because fuel's down, and it makes a huge difference since the profit margin doesn't seem to be that big. The largest percentage increase was okay, whatever. So, how much are they actually making? So, the cotton farmers were able to reduce their total cost by $7 per acre. So, they're making a clear profit of $720 per acre. So if you have 10 acres, you're making $7,000, and if you have 20 acres, you're making $14,000. So with 20 acres, you're making $14,000. That's not a lot of money, but if you're in Alabama and you have 20 acres and you plant cotton on it, you're making $14,000. That's about what I calculated actually before I even looked at this. So that's about what I thought they were making on it. So. Revenue of just under $700. Numbers were less of a loss of per planted acre, a smaller loss. I'm not sure what that means. They're making money on it. They're not taking a loss. If they're doing it, there's a reason why they're doing it. Especially if they got a $700,000 machine running around. Like there's still cotton in Prattville, right inside of Prattville. Down here somewhere. Let's see here. Here's the landfill. So right across the landfill is cotton. So this is probably, I don't know how many acres are here. Probably 100 acres here. That's a big chunk of land. Let me find a piece of property so I can kind of. So that's 1 acre. That's 10 acres. That's 10 acres. So yeah, here's about 100 acres of cotton. So they're making $140,000 a year off this piece of land. Up to between $70,000 to $140,000 a year. So that's a good living every year, back to back. And cotton doesn't take up the farmer's entire. That's like a side hustle. I mean. Whoever has this land has other stuff going on. I mean, they're not just planting cotton and that's the only thing they're doing, They're doing something else with their lives, you would hope. Dude, there's a lot of trailer parks in Prattville on the south side, way up in the... But it's all, like, on the south side. and they're kind of like hidden. I'd love to explore some of these more like obsolete neighborhoods. What is that thing? I need to get out there and explore like the more like. There are some interesting places in Prattville. Wow, what an ugly roof on that house. Yikes. There are some obsolete areas in Prattville. They're pretty much like on the outskirts of town, like near the Continent stuff. Like I'd love to get in here and explore these little trailer parks. This looks like a little gem down there. Look at this little trailer park in here. Yeah, buddy. Look at the name of this: Vivid Serenity Brandy. I have got to get in there and explore like these more obsolete corners of Prattville. But most of the, that's way over, heading towards Montgomery basically. Yep. So, okay, Max says, by the way, profit doesn't tell all in this business. Farming is heavily subsidized by U.S. and Europe. You get money from the government. It's just for planting stuff sometimes. Exactly. So, yeah, there's more to it. That's what I'm saying. There's more to it than just that. Absolutely, there's more to it than that. I'm with you. There's definitely more to it than that. Like I said, there wouldn't be a $700,000 piece of equipment. How much is this trailer? Yeah, there wouldn't be a $700,000 piece of equipment if there wasn't any money in it. So here's a trailer. It's been on the market for 3 months already. So the price is too high. 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's a big trailer, built in '97, and it's on 5 acres. So it's a big chunk of land. And let's see here. I'm not interested in what the trailer looks like. It's a trailer. I'm interested in what the land looks like. You got a nice little back porch. You can see the neighbor's house. That's not good. Especially if you're on 5 acres. If you're on 5 acres, there's no reason for you to see anybody. So I'm worried about the land more than anything. Nice pine trees. That's good. Unless they're close to the trailer. It's a pretty piece of land. It's got, whatever. I can see why the owner wants $140,000 for it, but bro, you are in Shelton County, Alabama. You're going to have to step that down a little bit. I'm actually curious to exactly where this trailer is, too. Would I trade my house for this? Probably not. I really wouldn't. So, it's gotta be worth less than my house. Although, you got a big McMansion across the street. No street view, but you can tell your neighbor across the street, they're pretty much loaded. They got what, 20 acres? So, but you got trailer parks behind you, so it's kind of, that is one weird thing about Alabama. They'll have like, this guy will build a massive house. Just look at this guy's driveway. That's just the driveway on this house is worth a lot of money, And you got you got trees going all the way to the house. This is a nice chunk of property, and on the next street over, you got like trailers that aren't even aligned with the road. It's like, that's one thing I'm still wondering about Alabama. Who knows? But some of these trailers, there's not even people living in. A lot of times these trailers, they just use them to store stuff. But no, there's definitely people living in some of these. There's people living in these right here. But that's what's weird about Alabama. Like, they'll actually build a house this massive right next to a bunch of trailers. It's kind of weird. Who knows? They might all be family, or something. Who knows? Interesting stuff. I'm curious to see where that mobile home is. Oh, it's kind of right on the edge of the mountains, too. You got a creek flowing through the back. But it's not directly on your property. It makes no difference. But it is a nice natural area. So, alright, guys. I just wanted to do a little live stream real quick. I just want to do a quick live stream in the morning, but I do have to get ready for work. I got stuff to do. Yeah, I gotta go make that money. And I don't even feel. I'm tired, man. I'm dead. And one of my medicines ran out. I don't know what it did. It's called Sucraflate. I feel like crap. I really do. I ran out of one medicine, and I don't know if I should call the doctor. And try to get a refill on this. It was a 30-day supply. I still got more of the other medicine, but I feel like crap. I mean, I really like. I can't even move. I don't feel good. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna check out. I gotta get ready for work. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this today because I don't feel too good. All right, we're gonna end this live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us.